Good evening, my name is SHAHEERAH.
Hi, I'm Angel.
And today we are going to discuss about the dialect that we use daily. So for me, since I'm from Penang, Malaysia, I will use a Penang dialect, and it's really familiar in Malaysia. Penang dialect is one of the dialect that is quite famous in Malaysia. So how about you?
So I'm from Hainan, China. So in Hainan we use Hainanese, but actually I'm not really Hainan people. I was actually born in the northeast part of China. So my family members they speak standard Mandarin to me. But since I live in Hainan for so long already, so I do have friends who can speak Hainanese, and I do pick up some words and sentences from them. Yeah.
I think it depends on since maybe Chinese dialect is quite difficult because it has a lot of types, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So it depends on your family. If your family speak a lot of that dialect, so you will be you can speak it.
Yeah.
But if not, then you're not really good with the dialects.
Yes.
Yeah. And then for me, I usually use my dialect. It depends on when I use my dialect. Usually when I at my home or my hometown, I usually will use a Penang dialect because my families, my neighbors and my relatives all speak Penang dialect since they are all from Penang. And also it's easy to communicate with them if I use the Penang dialect. It makes our communication more friendly. Yeah, if you use the Penang dialect. And how about you?
Oh, I see. So
Do you usually use your dialect?
I don't usually use dialect since I don't really have a dialect, but I can use my friends as example. So she's Hainanese, she's Hainan people. So what I notice is when she go to school, she speak Mandarin to people, no matter to who, no matter towards another Hainan people also. But when she's at home, sometimes she will speak Hainanese to her sister. They will speak Hainanese, even though I don't understand, but I can feel she can also speak quite fluently.
Yeah.
So I feel maybe at home, she usually will speak Hainanese to family members, but when she went to school, just use standard type of Mandarin. Yeah.
I think your friend situation is just like me, because usually at my home I will use the Penang dialect, but when I at school or in my university and I meet a lot of people from different states, so I had to switch. I cannot fully speak in Penang dialect because it might be not easy for other people to understand, so I have to switch to a more to formal Malay language. Yeah, so I think it's one of the barriers there. And then also for the last one is in your opinion, is your dialect is easy or difficult?
So for me, even though I don't really quite understand Hainanese, but I feel it's a bit hard for me to learn because let's say because I was born in the northeast part, and people there, even though they speak Mandarin, but sometimes the word they use might be also different from the standard Mandarin. So but if you put that word in the whole sentences, you still can understand. But if it's Hainanese, the whole sentences or whatever is different structure from Mandarin, so you cannot really understand. Same thing Cantonese. If you say long sentences, you cannot really understand what does these mean. So I think it's quite hard for me.
For me, for the Penang dialect, I think Penang dialect is quite understandable compared to other dialect, but it depends on the people, because for my for example, my Sarawak friends, she's from Sarawak. He cannot understand anything if I speak in Penang dialect because it might be hard for her, because she did not really assimilate with people with the which is from Penang, and she just come like from Sarawak and just come directly to here, so she can understand really well. So I had like to speak with her in standard Malay language, so it might be easy for her lah. So yeah, I think that's all for our discussion. Thank you.
Thank you.